好的，欢迎再次回来下午的这个议程。我们再次持续的就是 OSPN Japan 的讲者会来在这个 track 来讲。那1点开始的这个议程，1点到1点半的这个议程呢，是由Koji Anomura 桑所提供的关于跟有趣的叫做 Klingon Language and Graph-Powered NLP。那 Klingon Language 就是那个在 Star Trek 当中的这一个人造语言，那它会提供关于这个人造语言的一些透过自然语言分析的方式来给大家做个介绍，然后还有关的一些tool 来去分析 Klingon 这个语言。The next session was presented by Koji Anomura-san. Its topic is about Klingon language and graph-powered NLP, which is Klingon language is a language spoken by fiction Klingon in the Star Trek. This talk will present about how the history and pronunciation, grammar, and tool for natural language analysis. And let's welcome Mr. Koji Anomura.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining in my session. My session title is The Klingon Languages and a Graph-Powered NLP. Let's start my session. I'd like to talk about following topics. First, Neo4j Graph Database, DB ranking, Open University of Japan. Second, Klingon, the Klingon Empire, Klingon language, and how to study. Third, natural language processing. And last, what is the next? Okay, who am I? I love Star Trek. I'm a Trekkie. I love Neo4j Graph Database. I got Graph Community MVP 2020, and I'm a Neo4j ambassador and the speaker and the ninja and developer. What is Neo4j database? Neo4j is a graph database, one of NoSQL databases. It has a seed transaction, and rolling upgrade is available. There is no need to restart the DB when adding or deleting items. Okay, this is a DB ranking list. Number 1 is Oracle, and the next is MySQL and SQL Server. Neo4j has moved up from 22nd to 18th place at July 2021 at this month. Okay, second DB model chart, a popularity chart. Green top line is graph database. Okay, red bottom one, a red line is RDB. You can see that graph database is as popular as ever. This is another chart, DB Engine's ranking of graph database, graph DBMS. ranking in graph database. Number one is Neo4j. Model is native graph, and score is 57.616. Second is Cosmos DB, March model. Score is 36.70. And many graph DBMS, but score is really low. And this is a subject of the Open University of Japan. Graph databases are subject at this university. Two subjects, and one is database, and second is data structure and programming. Sorry for Japanese document. Okay, the Klingon Empire. Do you like Star Trek? I'm sure some of you know about the Klingon. They are aliens who like to fight, I think. A culture, a Klingon depicted as a spiritual people. Relationship between Earthlings and Klingons are hostile to Earthlings until the 23rd century. After the 24th century, they are allied. Good relation for us. And their languages. Klingon uses Klingon language, of course, but mostly speak English. Klingon language history. This language was created by James Dohan. His real name is Montgomery Scott. He's best known for his role as Scotty. And next, it was created as an artificial language by Mark Ockran. He is American linguist. His professional work is Native American languages. It was first used in 1984. Movie is Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. So they're only 3,000 words now. So you can easy to learn for other languages. Next, Klingon language grammar. there are many languages on the planet, but languages have different word orders. First, SOV, subject, object, verb, is for Japanese or Korean or something. 45% people use the SOV. Next, SVO, English and Chinese, many other speakers. 42% speaks by SVO, but Klingon uses OVS, object, verb, subject. You see a right table. So OVS English equivalent, him, loves, she. Really strange. Klingon language script. Okay, Klingon script is very really strange script, but okay, the Klingon script is called Picard. 21 consonants, okay, and 5 vowels. Do you know the Klingon language is defined by ISO. ISO means International Organization for Standardization. You can find ISO 639-3 or -2. Language code is TLH, is mean Klingon. Okay, Klingon is so really standard. ISO 639. Okay, 639 has a part, maybe part 5. Okay, 5 parts. You can find 639-3 and many Japanese different languages. First one, Ain languages, and under the middle, Okinawan languages, and the last one, a Japanese sign language, JSL. Okay, and how to study? Do you know the site? During, I like the site. English, Chinese, Korean for Japanese speakers, just 3 languages. But for English speakers, they have many languages. One is Klingon for in Star Trek. Second, Valyrian in Game of Thrones. You can learn at this languages in the Duolingo site, free. And Translate has one, Microsoft Translator has Klingon languages, 2 languages, Klingon and Klingon Picard. Okay, you can translate your language to Klingon and the Klingon language to your languages. Please try. And you can buy the dictionaries, the Klingon dictionary. White one is first version of this book, and the red one is second version. I think English, Klingon English. This paperback is about 200 pages. It's good to bring and study. I have white one. Do you like Python? This is most active Klingon NLP toolkit. In Python has 45 projects for Klingon, but this is most active. Okay, how about natural language processing? NLP include tokenization and morphological analysis and syntax analysis. Syntax analysis is include format and tagger, POS tagger, part of speech. And tokenization. Tokenization is used in variety of ways. First one is for languages, but second is data security. Third was segmentation. And the fourth is, I don't know, tokenism is, but I speak tokenization about first one. Okay. And the morphological analysis means break text into minimum words. English and the Klingon has blank between words. It's easy to divide text. Other than blank and Amharic and Tigrina, I don't know the languages, but we have Japanese and Chinese has no blank. It's really difficult to divide the text. But Klingon is easy, like write write example. Okay, it's the language is like Klingon word, but it's for Ethiopian Semitic languages. A morphological analysis, and you can add tag and the word POS, POS, noun, or XPOS, noun, or lemma, a suffix. You can add, and third one, and the syntax analysis. Okay, and this is Klingon. I can't speak correct this pronunciation. Okay, English means death. English means is last one. A fool's only achievement is death. The Chinese, I don't know this sentence is correct, but I translate it. This is the syntax analysis. So, and the Klingon text into Neo4j graph database like this. This is example. A red is a text, full text, and green is a sentence. This text has two sentences, and a sentence has many words. Many words connect each of. Okay, this is easy to translate into Neo4j. It's not. RDB has that. Klingon text into Neo4j. Red is the text. Green is greens are sentences. The text has two sentences. One sentence has 4 words. Okay, blue and light blue, and the purple. And words connect each other. What to do next? I'm really interested about universal dependencies. Okay, universal dependencies is one is universal dependencies. Second is BERT. BERT is created and published in 2018 by Google. It's good to translate. I tried. I used the BERT and BERT for Klingon translate. Do you have questions? QA. We have time for QA. And do you have questions? my name is Ko General, LinkedIn same, and Twitter same, Facebook same. You can easy to connect me. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you for sharing from Koji Anoura-san. And I think there's one question from Slido, which is he is targeted to parse Klingon in English like hey, nah, not Klingon script. Mispronunciation, sorry about that.
Okay, and okay. Yeah, it is not use Klingon font because Klingon font are not adopted by Unicode now. So, but you can install the font. Okay.
Okay. I hope
the correct pronunciation is, I think, yeah.
Okay, thank you. It's more like, I think,
Yeah.
German, like the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like German.
Yeah. That's hard for Chinese, Taiwanese native speaker, I think, in this sound. Okay, and I have a question from myself. I wonder what kinds of what do you have learned some interesting part when you use the NLP tools to conduct research on Klingon language? Any interesting pieces you want to share with us?
NLP. You mean some demo?
No, I mean you have some interesting clip. How to say that? 面白いものを、その、はい、研究するときは、どんな面白いものを、みんなの前に、シェアしたい、このようなものがありますか？
Yeah, and can I share my screen?
可以让讲者分享他的画面吗？
Okay.
Okay, yeah, the ADs are handling this.
Oh.
Yeah, you could share your screen.
It's not a window. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and interesting topic, and the books, written by Klingon language. You can read Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, and okay. This is the graph data. I like graph data. So yeah, example, I like you, and I don't know, second correct pronunciation. Japanese, 私はあなたが好きです. But Neo4j, Neo4j is so easy. Know the person name I, like a person name you, like this, right window.
Okay. I think this is a very good example. And myself as a compiler, engineer, I think this graph data is also familiar with, as we handle many programming non-native language every day. So I think graph data is really interesting for us and really familiar tool for us. I think I would try this Neo4j to generate a graph like this and try like a Klingon, like Chinese, like Japanese, or like English, try to compare with each other. Okay, thank you. And let's see, any other questions? Okay, I think that's all today. And thank you again for Koji Anamura-san's sharing. And thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.